Okay, two things of note before we really get started here with the video. One, your boy is almost at 2,000 subscribers, so help, please. And two, if the audio sounds a little weird or a little different, I apologize. I will explain why that is and where I've been at the end of the video, so if you're curious, stick around. But today, I actually want to talk about the worst types of anime fans, and there are three distinct types that I have pinned down in particular. And in no specific order, they are the overhyper, the deep thinker, and the slave driver. And now I'm going to go into all three of these. I'm going to give you some examples of different fandoms that sort of contain these groups of people in high quantities. Now, I feel the need to say this before I really get going. You might be a fan of these anime or series that I'm going to name. That does not necessarily mean that you fall into this category. You know, there are exceptions to every rule. So just because I'm saying that these anime have fans that do this a lot does not mean that this is a personal call out post to you. And in fact, if you feel like it is a personal call out post to you, you may need to do some reflection and work on yourself, King. So I guess we'll just start. We'll go with the ones that annoy me the least to most. I mean, all of these types of people annoy me a lot, and I really hate encountering them ever. But I guess we'll start with the slave driver. These are obviously names that I just sort of came up with. They're fun little code names. The slave driver is the type of anime fan that wants you to commit to an unreasonable amount of work. Oftentimes, they will profess to you that a series is really, really good after a certain amount of time has passed, and that amount of time is ridiculously long. I'm looking at you, One Piece and Black Clover, or again with One Piece and Black Clover, and a lot like things like Bleach and Naruto. These are unreasonable anime to demand someone to watch. They're incredibly long, and it's just a lot of hours of work to watch them. So asking someone, or really what these people do, is often demand that you do it and do it to their specifications. Otherwise, you're not doing it right. And it is ridiculous. And by far the most annoying thing that comes from this is, like I said before, One Piece and Black Clover fans are like the most guilty of this that I've ever encountered. They want you to not only watch their series, which is already asking something of you, they want you to watch a series that is incredibly long, which is asking another thing of you. And then they sit there and say to your face with a smile, acting like they're your friend, that, oh, don't even worry about it. All you got to get through is like 1 to 200 episodes, and then the series gets really good. I'm sorry, 100 episodes is, I don't even want to be alive for 100 more episodes of anime. And you're sitting there telling me I have to watch that many before it even gets good? What the hell are you even asking of me? It really, at the end of the day, doesn't matter how good a series is. That is ridiculous. So next up, we have the deep thinker, and this one might be a little bit self-explanatory, maybe not, but what I am basically classifying these types of people as are people who try and apply incredibly deep themes to anything they watch. And this is obviously not limited. None of these are limited to just anime, but that's where I encounter these people the most. It is so cringe and so annoying to sit there and listen to some guy drone on and on about how, in fact, High School DxD is not just a throwaway titty shonen. It has a lot of deeper meanings about self acceptance and overcoming discrimination and never giving up. And they not only do they apply meaning where there is none, and I get it, art is subjective, and so you can really take away a lot of different meanings, but they will sit there and insist that a core pillar of the story is some fucking whack idea that was never considered at all by the writer. And honestly, writers love people like this because these people will go around and make their work seem so much deeper and better than it is, because they'll sit there and say like, dude, you don't even understand all the themes. There's so many different things going on. It's a commentary about racism and violence and how phones are evil. And it's like, dude, You're talking about Kuroko no Basket. What the hell are you saying to me? The other thing that these people do that is very fucking annoying is sit there and act like somehow only they were able to catch themes. A really, really good example is people who love Attack on Titan will sit there and say to you, um, I don't know if you know this, but Attack on Titan is actually not just about fighting monsters. It's about war and how war can change people and how even good men with good ideals are capable of great evil. And it's like, wow, no shit, dude. I watched the series too. It's this combination of like utter stupidity and trying to assign really concrete, deep meanings to series that have none, and then also acting like they were the only ones smart enough to understand meaning that is just being like smashed over your head, not subtle at all. These are the motherfuckers that'll sit there and watch something like Attack on Titan or watch something like Elfen Lied, that the entire series is these messages and themes, and they'll be like, I don't think many people actually got this one. Everybody got it, dude. You're not special. Okay, the last one is overhyper, and this is absolutely self-explanatory. And on top of that, it's something that I've ranted about many times before. I cannot stand people who overhype things, especially anime, because anime, quite frankly, as of late, doesn't really deserve a whole lot of hype. And people will sit there and tell you to your face that, oh, blank is, dude, it is the next big thing. It's gonna topple the big three. Honestly, the most prolific offenders in this category are new age shonen fans who seem determined to um, have new shonen, which has just not been great. It's not been horrible overall, but it hasn't been that good. They are determined to sit there and tell you, like, dude, Jujutsu Kaisen is going to topple the big three. Chainsaw Man, oh, it is over for all other anime when Chainsaw Man comes out. Every fucking month, it's some new anime that's going to absolutely change the game. It's going to break everything. And you know what never fucking happens? Exactly that. Nothing ever changes. The hype is never anywhere near, it's not sustainable. It makes people burn out. It makes people not even want to get into the series because you're setting such unrealistically high expectations for them that any logical thinking human will know that it can't even hope to attain this level of quality that you're professing it to have. And it's really annoying, and it drives me absolutely insane because of how widespread it is. I swear to you, any decently known manga that has an anime that with a okay studio and an okay budget, in fact, it doesn't even need an okay budget. It has an okay studio and just a trailer, regardless of how good it is. People will be in the comments, they'll be all over social media saying, you guys aren't even ready for this. You guys are literally not even ready for how good this is. And it's like, dude, I promise you, this cookie cutter shonen that is essentially just regurgitating things that we've seen across 5 different series. Yeah, I think everybody's ready for that. If you ever encounter any of these 3 types in the wild, you might be tempted to sit there and argue with them and try and sort of negotiate with them to bring them back into the realm of humanity a little bit. But honestly, my advice for you is these people, these people in quotes are just too far gone. They're not worth it. They are just the types that you block and you try not to think about and you try not to let ruin your day, because they're not even people anymore. They've really given up their humanity to fill one of these 3 roles. That's it for the discussion of the anime fans video portion. So if you don't want to stick around for the next part, I totally get it. Thanks for watching up until this point. Tell your grandma to subscribe or I'll kill you. But as for why things sound different, so I just want to address this really quick. Audio might be changing a little bit or a lot of bit over the next few videos because fucked up shit happened to me. I basically I was using my computer, and at night when I was getting off to go to bed, I got a Windows update, and then the next day the Windows update had completely bricked my PC, and We tried everything we could, and at the end of the day, the only thing we could do to get my computer working again was to completely wipe and reinstall Windows. So I lost everything, like almost 2 terabytes worth of shit is just like gone. I lost so much stuff that I don't even really know what was lost, but um, obviously every program is gone, and so I had to completely reinstall it, which means that all of the audio settings had to be changed. So I apologize if the audio is not really there for the next few videos. It's going to take some time to sort of get it back to how it was. It took me a long time to tweak that in the first place, so all I ask is for some patience while I get back to it, because I am still desperately trying to get my computer like working properly again. I'm trying to get all my shit back. I've lost all the project files for my videos. They're just fucking gone. All the images, everything's gone. It's fucked up. But if audio sounds a little weird, a little worse, I apologize. But that is actually it for this video, and I will see you again with another video very, very soon.